Are you looking for the next craft beer to drink? Well, maybe Lighter Shade of Pale from Cellar Brewing is the one for you. Welcome back, everybody. So we are going to try Lighter Shade of Pale. This is a 5.7% ABV and 45 IBUs from Untapped. I do not believe they put ABV on the bottle. They don't. I did. It was 2 years ago, I think. I did talk to the owner brewer of Cellar at one of the beer festivals, and I forgot his name. I want to say it's like Chad or something. Chris? I can't remember. Sorry if you're watching this. And I had their monkey wrench, and if you have been following me, I felt it was kind of old. And talking to him, he said, "We're not sure how you got that beer. It is a very old beer." And I talked to him about dates, and he said it's hard for companies or breweries his side to put dates on stuff because how do they do it? They don't 100% know when they're going to bottle, so when they get the labels printed they can't put it on that way. He also said that they talked about taking a marker and putting it on there, but in doing that, because the bottles are wet, is it going to stick? So that's why they don't do it. So this does not have a bottled on date, and I'm sure it's because of that. But yeah, this is a pale ale, and that's about all it shows. It does have an owl on it, and that's about it. Head is big. Off-white khaki head. I'm starting to get some mounds and peaks in there already. Very small bubbles all compacted together. Right now we've got about 2.5 fingers of head. Bubbles on the outside are like, bubble wrap. They are spread apart. If we look at the color, it is, I would say, a straw yellow color. I can see through it. Lots of bubbles coming up, and I can make out the light through it. So it is definitely clear. I'm guessing it's filtered. But yeah, lots of bubbles coming up. Let's go ahead and get a smell. Very light citrus pine smell. A little bit of malt. Yeah, I would say like a generic citrus pine is what you get the most of, then a tiny bit of malt I can smell in there. Let's go ahead and get a taste. I do get a touch of citrus in there than big malt. Like almost like a pilsner, almost like a corn kind of taste. I'm guessing, I hate to say it, I'm guessing this one's kind of old too. And we just got it. Yeah, there is like a citrus, like a lemon citrus in there that starts at the front of the palate, then kind of goes way down, and that malt comes way up. Then they kind of mix at the end and go down. Yeah. If anything, I would say it is overcarb, like the bubbles are popping all over the place. But yeah, it's definitely like a lemon citrus up front. Then it goes down because I can still taste it, but then that big malt like goes in there. It's almost like I said, like a corn kind of taste, like a pilsner kind of thing. Yeah. That's about it. It is smooth, light-bodied, like I was thinking it would be. But for a pale ale, I was thinking that malt would be very low. And technically, to me, if Untapped is correct, a 5.7 wouldn't be a pale malt to me. I think it would be around a 5.2, maybe a little bit lower than 5. But you're not getting that 45 IBUs. I'm really not picking up any hop or bitterness in the back. I mean, not a bad beer. I do like that lemon in there, but I would probably go 3.5 out of 5. I don't think there's anything bad about it. The malt is not too big like a double IPA or something like that where I would dump it or have a hard time finishing it. But I think it's just a plain beer. I'm not sure where they were going with this when they say lighter shade of pale, right? I would think that malt would be toned down. It would be a light beer and let the hops come through a lot more, whatever hops they're using. From the lemon that I'm getting, I was thinking they would use a more citrus hop, and that's what you would get. But there is that citrus, but that malt is what stands out to me the most. So yeah, 3.5 out of 5. If we look on Untapped, one friend has had this. He did give it a 3.5 out of 5. Also, 266 people have had this, average 3.32. So I'm right in line with them. Yeah, and nobody's leaving any comments. But yeah, like I said, it's a good beer. Would I pick it up again? I probably wouldn't. I need to get up to their brewery and have it straight from the tap so I know it's fresh. I understand where he's coming from. But to me, for a pale ale, that malt flavor is too high. Maybe that's what he wanted. But to me, a pale ale shouldn't have that high of a malt. It's almost like it's let's say, medium IPA, almost pushing double for the actual malt. To me, it's not balanced because of all that malt. That lemon citrus that you're getting isn't balanced well with the amount of malt that I'm getting in this beer. I think it should be turned up and that malt should be turned down. But yeah, so that'll wrap up this beer review. And until next time, happy brewing.